Hey, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. So we've been back from the maiden voyage, New York, for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So we just thought we'd have a bit of a drink, a bit of a catch up, talk about some of the highlights, some of the reflections, really.
So I think we flew from London Heathrow to JFK with Virgin Atlantic.
Yeah.
Again, really, really nice, very direct, very straightforward. No issues. We love flying with them because obviously the service is the same as Virgin Voyages, just exceptional
Yeah.
through and through.
Never had a bad flight, have we, with
No, definitely
Virgin?
not. But landing obviously in JFK, we spent a few days there prior to it doing all sort of the Tourist 101 stuff, and then getting to our sort of our embarkation day where
Yeah.
we what was our embarkation time? I think it was about 2:45.
Something like that, yeah. Mid-afternoon.
So it was really really nice, really easy to get to. Spent the morning just chilling, relaxing. Got there at about 2:45, and it took us about 20 minutes to get through.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, there were definitely queues. But to get to the cruise port, we took an Uber.
Yes.
It was definitely simpler than taking the subway. The subway, I don't know, it's probably about 20 minutes. It's having bags and stuff like that. It's probably about like half an hour walk from the cruise terminal. So yes, we just took an Uber. Really simple. Not the cheapest, but nothing in New York is ever cheap. But he dropped us off right outside. There was two levels, an upstairs and a downstairs.
Yes.
We went to the upstairs one.
Just it's easier because downstairs you have to lug your luggage, upstairs for them to check it in properly. So
Yeah.
it was very much just for simplicity.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Yeah, took the bags off us, tagged them, and then we just queued for about 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah. I think it was then we checked the esters, put wristbands on. Obviously there's a bit of an issue with mine.
Yeah, they couldn't find his Esther, which was a little bit worrying for a moment. But yeah, we managed to get it sorted.
He still sat there and said, I'm going on without you.
Yes, absolutely. I would have happily.
So, but no, it was obviously really, really smooth. Again, you could tell the staff were really friendly, really nice, very down to earth. They were new, but again,
Yeah.
it was everyone was learning, and that's sort of
Well, I think the staff were new. It's a new terminal for them as well,
Yes.
new ship, new processes. But yeah, no, it was pretty smooth. It was not too bad.
so. But then we embarked onto the sort of the what's it called, the roundabout, which was again different to last time. So when we went on one in May earlier this year, we embarked on sort of the foot deck 4, I think it was at the back, which again was different to this one, which actually this was much nicer, very open, very airy.
How you can remember that, I have no idea. It's the best memory. But yeah, no, getting onto this one, yeah, no, it was. The roundabout itself, I've probably seen from lots of other blogs, it's completely changed. So very spacious, very colourful, lots of chairs, lots of seating. So yeah, it was
Slightly
a nice area.
much more modernised than the last ones, where they've got rid of sort of some of the spaces and made it much more open, which is nice. But again, I think it's where the draft or drought bar in the corner.
Draft. There's definitely no droughts. There's no droughts on Virgin.
Definitely, actually, yeah, that's very true. With it being an adult-only cruise, the alcohol does flow.
Yeah.
But no, it was obviously entering there, really, really nice. We headed then from there after a couple of drinks to our room.
To the cabin, yeah. So you're going to see in the last week's video, we did a bit of a room tour.
Yes.
What did you thought of the cabin?
Overall, loved the size of the actual cabin. We did just had a standard central sea terrace.
Yeah.
We did initially book one with an unclassified cabin, so make sure when you are booking, you look at that, because that could leave you with a room underneath the manor or above the manor, and if you don't like noise, it's not going to go
Yeah,
well.
that was completely our fault. I probably hadn't read the small print properly, but we bought it and paid for it, and then it was like room to be assigned or something like that. But it's giving sailor services a call. I think we just spent like an extra $100,
Something like that,
much.
yeah.
And
But
then
again, we
managed to get
just
a room.
moved rooms and sort of upgraded it to the next one up, just to give us that guarantee of we knew where we were, and also we were close to our friends because they booked a central sea terrace as well.
Yeah.
So, but the room itself, really good size, balcony again, loved the size of that. Not massive, but enough for the sort of table and chairs and the hammock.
The hammock, yeah, the all important hammock.
So, and then which I think Joe fell asleep in.
Oh, definitely.
So it was a really nice room. The only criticism that I would say with the room itself was more the bathroom. Very small. It's a one-person bathroom at a time.
Yeah, I mean, how much time do you spend in the bathroom? But yeah, if you're trying to rush to get ready,
Yes.
it's tight, definitely tight. But I mean, it's functional. You know, there's no issues. But
Rainfall shower,
Yeah.
handheld shower, sort of plenty of room in there. Sort of, I think the door does swing a little bit, so it's very free moving.
But plenty of space actually in the cabin itself. There was lots of drawers and
Storage, yes.
storage. But the suitcases went easily under the bed.
And as you can imagine, 2 gays in one cabin with a lot of
We
of clothes.
take a lot of clothes, but we managed to do. There was plenty of room for it all. So for 5 nights, there were no issues at all.
No, perfect size. But again, you'll be out of the room a lot of the time doing the events, the parties, the socialising, your excursions, well, shore things, I should say. But there's lots obviously be doing, so you won't be spending hopefully that much time in the rooms from that. But the events that were on board.
Yeah, no, the events were all incredible. So there was the normal ones that you'd expect, the sail away party, the PJ party, and then some newer ones as well.
So I think the new ones were sort of like up with a twist, which again was an additional cost event.
Yeah.
But that came with cocktails, 4 or 5 cocktails at least, sort of a proper sit-down meal with entertainment. So obviously if you look on the actual blog and on our pages, we've done a review of that as well. I think it roughly was about $50 per person, which again, you're basically just paying for the alcoholic drinks, but you're getting more alcoholic drinks than you would elsewhere on the ship for $50.
No, definitely. And also, you do not leave there
Sober.
Those cocktails, they are tipsy. Definitely.
Yeah, I had to go to bed early that night.
Yes. Someone finished my cocktails and his cocktails. So, yeah, someone was in bed a little earlier than others.
So, but well worth it. It's one of those, it sells out fast. So book it as soon as you get on board. The same with probably some of the other sort of events and things that you want to do, such as the grog walk. Sadly, we didn't get a chance to do that this time. But again, that's about $50 a person, where you tour, obviously do a number of different bars. But make sure you book that when you get on board. Obviously, there's the ship tour. So obviously the behind the scenes again. We didn't do that on either of the boats. Again, something we definitely would look to book.
That's the only thing we were talking about. 'Cause last time we were lucky enough to go Rockstar because it was your birthday.
Yes.
And then this time, obviously, we went with the Central Sea Terrace. So we were asking, like, did we miss out on anything, or was it worth the extra for Richard's Rooftop?
So I think with it, Richard's Rooftop, I could give or take. It wasn't something that I wouldn't say I lost out on.
We didn't miss it as much as we thought we were going to, did we?
No, I think the one thing that I missed the most was the accessibility to book things and get into things faster, easier, sooner.
Because the ship was busy.
Yes.
It was so busy. And no complaints about the crew or anything like that, because they're all doing their absolute best. They're all new, they're all training and learning.
Well, isn't it, they're learning each other as well, how we work together as a team.
But in terms of trying to get into venues or even into dinner reservations and things like that, you were queuing
hard,
to queue.
And that's the thing, is even some of them, like Murder in the Manor, it's a free event to go to, but it's a seated event with limited space. As a rock star, you'd have been first opportunity to get in and seated and get a
So everyone's got different requirements, different needs. For us, I think we could definitely see the value of the rock star just for that.
And I think when it comes to like certain other things, for example, if you have a lot of tender ports, Rockstar does become a massive advantage, because it's sort of, you get priority. You don't need to book a slot to get on, get off.
True.
You can just come and go as you please. So there is little perks
like
that, which you don't think about in the bigger scheme of it when you're actually booking. But when there, you're like, actually, you've got to wait.
So I think it depends on what your requirements are, kind of the ports you go to. But yeah, it wasn't as much of a thing as we thought it was going to be.
No, but obviously on the ship there's loads of other events that were going on this time, which wasn't on the last time again. So we had sort of the electric neon party. Joe forgot to take his neon makeup off, which ended up all over the bed.
Yes, apologies to the cabin attendant. Top tip, if you're going to wear neon body paints, take it off before you get into the bed. I'm sorry. But yeah, no,
great party, obviously all the standard ones. So obviously there was Scarlet Night, obviously the PJ party, Lovely Love with the hostess. Diva Goes West was one that we didn't get to go to, which I'd love to have gone to. We didn't see Murder in the Manor either, sadly.
Some of the queues were literally from the Manor. If you've been on Virgin Voyages, you know how long this is. From the Manor through the casino and then down to the roundabout.
Yes.
It was massive.
We were getting told if you had passed this point, you're not going to get a seat.
Yeah.
So it was very much... It was one of those hit and miss. So we were trying to get on every time we could for it. The one that was on the last night, the new event as well, Disco Circus. All about acrobatics, sort of disco meets party, sort of what they called it is the big blowout to the end of the cruise, is what they quote it as. Sadly, we didn't go. Our friends went and said it was really, really good, but we were
a little
bit
partied
out at that point, so it was a bit of a break. But all the standard events still happen in the day, such as the VHS workout,
which we always have good intentions of going to and never made it.
Yeah, never make it. So it's worth it, but so many more. But head over to the blog, head over to the website, have a look at the previous vlog as well. We do have done reviews on those as well.
So just go back to the PJ party. So this time it was held inside.
Yes.
Rather than outside. So when we did it in Athens, it was obviously on the back, the wake, I think it is, of the ship.
So yeah, on the back of the ship, it's the sports bar at the top.
Something like that, yeah. And obviously that's incredible. With it being inside, just slightly different vibe. You know, everyone still had a really good time. Put the pajamas on. We had our pajamas from Timu pajamas on there.
Oh, so-called silk teddy bear pajamas.
Timu silk pajamas with teddy bears. So that was really good. Just very, very busy in there, but that was fine.
It was the same as Scarlet Night though. That was held in the Red Room, then moved to the Manor.
Yeah.
Because of the weather as well. We had very, very windy sailing on the way back from Bermuda. So they obviously, sadly, they did actually lock the outside, so you couldn't actually get outside at one point because it was that bad. However, it was still amazing. It was good to see the contrast from the last time to this time.
Definitely.
For that as well.
And again, just going back to the sail away party. So the sail away was outside, so definitely get there early as well to make sure you get a good
15-20 minutes at least.
Yeah, definitely get there good.
Then start handing out the free champagne.
Yes, and there was lots of free champagne as well. So
I'll put a picture up so you can see it. But there was
definitely will not go thirsty on a Virgin ship. But we sailed out past the Statue of Liberty, obviously down past the financial district of Manhattan.
Yes.
Incredible. Like the views were
helicopters circling above.
Yeah, it really was incredible. Just close your eyes and just think how lucky you are to be doing that kind of stuff. So definitely recommended. Got to be one of the best cruise ports. It's got to be one of the best cruise ports to sail out of.
Well, we've only done 2, so we've not got a massive large number of them to compare to. But let us know what your favourite one's been.
Yeah.
Why? And gives us a reason then to explore them.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, if you've been to better cruise ports, then pop it in the comments. Or if you've been out in New York, you loved it, then let us know. But yeah, no, that to me was an absolute highlight.
It was, as I say, it was that Statue of Liberty moment that you've just been so close to something so monumental for New York and sort of one of the tourist 101 spots.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But again, yeah, get there 15-20 minutes early. It's very high energy. The hostess, Abby, was
phenomenal.
Absolutely
yeah,
phenomenal.
No, she was. Yeah,
typical British from Burnley. You could tell as soon as she spoke.
If you're from Britain, you know Burnley, you can tell straight away as soon as she opens her mouth that she's from Burnley. But no, lovely as well. We had a good chat to her, didn't we?
Yeah, and obviously the diva herself, she was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
and the happenings cast were just, I couldn't believe how high energy they were all of the time.
All the time, and how do you do that all day, every day? I have no idea. But Abby's...
Hats off to you.
Yeah, Abby's opened all of the different ships.
Yes, she's done the maiden voyage on all of 4,
which is pretty incredible to do that.
So, but again, loved it, and it was just one of the highlights of the trip.
So, moving on to food.
Food, the restaurants. Again, there was a few differences.
I don't disagree. Yeah, there were definitely a few differences. So again, no criticism at all to the service. They were incredible, the crew. The food was a little bit more hit and miss.
Yes, so there was a few new menus, a few new things on, like, for example, Gumbay. Is it Gumbay?
Yeah.
They got rid of the chicken nuggets off the menu. However, they do them at special request. So if you do want them, ask for them, they will give you them, but they're not on the standard menu at the moment. I think they're trying to explore new options, and it's the same with Razzle Dazzle, because it's now been Razzle Dazzle by Roja. That's been completely redone, sort of the menu there for the sort of evening meals. But very controversial when we went there for breakfast. We tried the maple syrup
bacon that everyone raves about online. Wasn't for us.
No, I didn't like it.
But there again, I think some of the food just again wasn't as good as
it could be.
I think again just people learning, etc. So there were definitely queues, definitely wait times as well. Like a main was just taking like 45 minutes to come out. The morning of Disembarkation. We went to Roja again for breakfast.
Roja.
We never actually got breakfast because we were waiting like an hour, weren't we, just to get pancakes, and obviously try to kick us off the ship. So yeah, no complaints, just very, very busy, and hopefully they've sorted all of that out now as well. Like, make sure you fill in the
feedback forms,
the daily feedback forms as well. You know, Virgin do take it on board, so the more feedback they can get, the better they can improve.
Make sure you talk about things that are very positive, even if you've had nothing, like no improvements for them. Tell them about what you've actually loved.
Yes,
because
definitely.
then they will do more of it. So if you love the inclusivity, the diversity, how the particular member of the staff has really impressed you, make sure you grab their name, let them know, because that does go beyond for what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So, but I think it works out well because obviously we called out our, like I say, when we went on in May, the sort of agent we had, we saw him as soon as we got on the ship. He remembered us, but again, we gave him glowing feedback, and obviously he's progressed and been promoted now as well.
Maybe not just from our feedback, but
no, probably not from our feedback, from doing an exceptional job in general, because he was really good at what he did. And
but the fact that he's obviously seen hundreds, if not thousands, of people since we were last on board, and he still remembered us straight away. I mean, that's incredible service. And you can tell as well they really enjoy what they do.
Yes, he's very passionate, and so is everyone.
Just everyone, yeah. So like, if people have the piercings and the tattoos and the dress code,
they're very themselves.
They can just be themselves, which I absolutely love, and that's how it should be. So yeah, that was really good.
But the restaurant-wise, steaks, again, the wake, we love the wake.
Love the wake, yeah.
For our sort of steak main menus. There is sort of the gumbai, where you see your Korean. You've got Razzle Dazzle Baroja now, which is, again, is it a Spanish tapasy?
Tapas, yeah.
Sort of style food. It was nice, but again, wasn't blown away. Much more prefer extra virgin still.
My favourite is
extra virgin.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely through and through.
Yeah.
Which is where we had our first night on board, where we did Splash for Your Bash.
Splashy Bash, yeah. So that's definitely a recommendation, top tip.
Definitely. I can't remember the price, but I'll pop that below. You get a wide range of different benefits. You get your sort of meal with all your drinks. So they do like a wine pairing, drink pairing session with your main meal. Brunch as well.
Brunch.
A bottomless brunch.
Yeah.
With mimosas. They say 2 hours. We did it in the wake. We definitely went over 2 hours.
Definitely went over 2 hours.
We probably got towards 3 hours before they even started to bat an eyelid.
Yeah, we left. We chose to leave before they were like, no more drinks. So yeah, we definitely got our money's worth.
But it was well worth it as well. You got a bottle of champagne in the room, didn't you?
Yeah, we got Fig Moet in the room. Yeah.
So again, there's lots of things. It is worth it overall. Us and our friends did it.
Yeah.
So we both got vouchers. We used they were very good in sort of the sense of we didn't want 2 of the massive mains at Extra Virgin for the first night. So actually what they did is they moved one of the mains to the wake, which then we just had the tomahawk for free as an extra when we went to the wake
on
one
another
night.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. They didn't have to do that, but they could see there was a lot of food, and obviously they're like, well,
there was a lot of food.
More than happy to do that, so that was great.
You also got a little Polaroid camera as well.
Yes.
Which was really cute. So we had like, 10, 12 pictures, something like that, that you could take.
All
really
hung up
nice.
in my office now with little pegs on a string.
Yeah, there's really nice little memories as well. So that was good.
But again, those videos are on the previous vlog, so have a look at that, because there are all those pictures there. It gives a bit of an overview and what that looks like, and the menu and everything as well. But again, obviously there's the other areas, the dock house, the galley. Is it the galley or gallery? I can never remember. Is it the galley?
Yeah.
I thought it was the galley,
ship.
one or the other. They had lots of food there. Cakes, pastries, chocolate, burgers, every cuisine that you could probably want there, and it was just all at your fingertips.
Yeah.
If you wanted to be a bit more flexible. My favourite place after the night out was we kept turning back with pizzas in tow from the pizza place.
Everyone goes to the pizza place. Everyone raves, and I see why. So yeah, the pizzas were amazing.
The truffle one. Oh, cheese and truffle.
But then we got to Bermuda.
We did. Oh, where was it we put into? Was it the Naval Dockyard?
The Naval Dockyard.
Royal Naval Dockyard.
Yeah. Which was incredible as well. As soon as you got off the ship in Bermuda, being British from the UK, you felt straight at home. Like, they had the street lights, the bins. I know it sounds stupid, but the bins were the same. The yellow lines on the road.
The telephone boxes.
It was just like being back in the UK, just nicer weather. Much nicer weather. Although, saying that, so Bermuda had beautiful weather. It was really sunny.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden the weather could change and it'd be really, really rainy. But
yeah, very
tropical storms.
And it was just so here and there. It was,
Yeah.
but it was
But
again
more than manageable. Like
Yeah.
it was, and also Bermuda itself. Although we were only there 24-ish hours, the small bit we got to see, beautiful, really nice.
It was phenomenal, and the scenery, the blue seas, the white sandy beaches used to be pink, sadly, but they're not pink anymore.
The blue seas is the best. Well, we did.
We did a couple of excursions where we got to go and see the seas and swim in it.
Well, we did Brazil last year. We did Rio.
Rio.
So Rio, that was like the best beaches and best seas we'd seen. But Bermuda absolutely gave it a run for its money.
It did. I don't think anything yet does beat the Ipanema beach.
We all, well, maybe. I don't know. I would say they're pretty much par and par, but yeah, no, it was incredible. So we did, the first night we did a catamaran, a white party catamaran.
White party catamaran, not catamaran, as I always do say.
Yeah.
Which was, I think it was about $80 to $100 a person. But
I can't remember.
But again, it was all inclusive. Drinks were free flowing, which was the rum swizzler, which is 3 types of rum. It's got gold, black, and silver in it. Is what the lady told me on the next day.
They are dangerous though because they taste like it's like having a fruit pop thing, but after a couple of them, you definitely swizzle. They are definitely alcoholic. So
it was a night to remember from what we could remember. From those rum swizzlers. Just take your time on them.
But we went past the ship, didn't we? Which was really good. So we did that. Then went back to the ship and just had was that the Scarlet Night?
No, Scarlet Night was the night after when we left Bermuda from that side. But I think we went back to the ship, but went back via the ship itself on the catamaran where we saw it all lit up in beautiful colours. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. We got back to the ship. We had an evening meal, had a bit of a party in the manor that evening, which was again really, really good. But we woke up the next day with our second excursion, which was a snorkel and shipwreck tour.
Yeah.
I think that again was about $100 each, but again, you're going to go on snorkel, you got on a boat, rum swizzlers were flowing again at 11 a.m. in the morning.
They were.
So it was really, really good, but definitely worth it and explore it. We booked all these through Virgin.
Yeah, which was good actually, because although we didn't even realise, the itinerary changed
because of the windy weather.
We wouldn't have even known if they said, but they gave us like $50 back, didn't they?
Yes, just because they had to sort of change it ever so slightly. We couldn't go to the exact location, but we're still going
which was absolutely fine. So we actually got to snorkel with fish as well. We actually swam through schools of fish. Like, to be doing that was just incredible.
Yes,
it really was.
Was once in a lifetime thing to do. We'd never done it before. Wanted to do it this time.
Yeah.
So we did. But yeah, definitely explore all the shore things. Make sure you have a good sort of dive into what you want to do.
Yeah.
But we specifically chose the catamaran and the snorkeling itself. After the snorkeling, we headed back and went to the Royal Naval Dockyard Fort.
Yeah.
Had explored there, sort of really explored and understood the culture.
Well, it was good because I never understood like why the British influence was in Bermuda. So we went into all the history around that, didn't it? It was only like $20, something like that, for about an hour's tour around that you took yourself around. So that was definitely worth it.
Some beautiful views of the ship as well.
Really nice views of the ship from there.
Well worth it. But it was an amazing day, and then obviously headed back for Scarlet Night, where everyone was starting to dress in their fabulous red outfits for the evening.
They did.
But again, overall, it was an amazing trip. But just a bit of an overview. What was your thought then? What would you say?
Well, the sail back to New York. God, that was
windy, rough.
Yes, that was really was. Well, like with the weather, not the actual ship, just the weather. So it was very, very rocky.
Yes.
And then we got back to New York as well, getting the disembarkation.
Yeah, getting the disembarkation, sort of, as I say, we left sort of the latest we could because we always like to be on the ship as long as possible and keep that holiday going.
Yeah, getting through TSA and passport control, no problem at all. It was just very, very chaotic when we got out of the port.
Yes, so bit of a tip, if you are getting a taxi and you've not got something pre-booked, probably walk about 10 minutes up the road.
Yeah, a couple of blocks, yeah. Just the Ubers out there were just chaotic. Like, they're cancelling, people getting in the wrong Ubers, people couldn't find their Ubers. And then there were lots of people as well trying to get you to take like unlicensed taxis and Ubers and just get you into random cars, which is not something that we would obviously recommend or do. So we just walked a couple of blocks and it was so much quieter and so much more simple to go.
And cheaper.
And way cheaper as well, yeah.
Because they're not going into the actual dockyard, so again,
Yeah.
they're not sort of putting surcharges on. So it was well worth just walking that extra sort of 5-10 minutes.
But yeah, no, so what were my thoughts? I loved it, absolutely loved it. Would I have gone back on another cruise so quickly if this had been my first one? Maybe not, just because it was so busy and so chaotic.
Yeah.
But having known what Virgin Voyages can be like, having done other ones, is not put me off at all, and I cannot wait to go back on another one. I loved it. It was really
I loved every minute of it. As I say, the only downsides for me was the queues for queuing's sake.
Yeah. It just felt like Virgin may have prioritised profit over customer experience by selling the ship out.
Yes. Which again could have been very marginal just by selling it probably 10% under. Or
Yeah,
even
something
5%.
like that.
So you're just not doing it at the capacity.
It just felt a little bit money grabby from them.
Yeah, but I think it was still really fun. So many new things. We'll definitely be looking to book another one. So again, we're looking for recommendations. Tell us where you've been, where you think we should go. Drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe. I really want to hear. And it's one of those, it's like, we are all about adventure.
100%.
And we want to take people with us on our journey.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us again. And we'll catch up soon.
Catch you on our next video and our next vacation.
Bye.
Bye.